Welcome back everyone to Game of the Week, a series where each week I'll be taking a niche and unpopular Roblox game and reviewing it. And if I miss a single week of uploading, the series will end. As always, each game that I review will be linked down in the description below, so if you want to play the game, all you have to do is scroll down and click on the first link you see in the description. So without any further dilly-dallying, this week's Game of the Week is... Armless Detective. Now, Armless Detective is a game that is a bit bigger in its player base than the games that I usually review in this series, but I feel like the game is way too good for me not to make a Game of the Week episode about it. If you haven't heard of Armless Detective by now, the game is basically a little detective investigation game where you go to like different crime scenes with a list of like, I don't know, maybe like 20 suspects or like 30 suspects or some crazy big amount like that. And you go around a little crime scene and you investigate it, you solve a couple of puzzles, and you try to find as many clues as to who the perpetrator of the crime may be, and you record all the clues that you found on your little notebook. And as you find more and more clues, your list of primary suspects that you suspect of the crime becomes shorter and shorter and shorter, because obviously only like a certain few suspects will match all of the evidence that you find around the map. And eventually, when you find enough evidence, you will have only one suspect left that could have possibly committed whatever crime you're investigating. And when that happens, when you have only one suspect left, you have to memorize their name, exit the crime scene, and then, send them to jail, basically. And then the game will tell you if you're stupid and you just send an innocent man to prison, or if you're really smart and cool and awesome and you actually manage to solve the crime. What makes the game pretty cool and unique, though, is that it lets you basically LARP as Inspector Gadget, because as you have probably noticed by the title of the game, in the game you play as a detective and you're armless. You have no arms. So the tools that you use to solve all your different crime scenes come from your super awesome tech hat, or whatever the hell it's called, which basically comes with a bunch of pre-installed little gadgets inside of it, like a magnet that you can pull out of your hat, or a hand that you can pull out of your hat, or a magnifying glass that you can pull out of your hat. But yeah, basically the point is there's an arm inside your hat that can grab a bunch of different things for you, and you can use those different things and gadgets in order to solve a clue whenever the tools are necessary in order to solve a clue. And yeah, obviously, the more and more clues that you gather with these different gadgets, the better chances you have of actually sending the correct person to jail and not just like randomly sliming out a random guy. Yeah, the first time that I've ever played this game was during the Halloween Spotlight event, and it was a bit difficult to get the hang of, but once I did, I really enjoyed the game, and it quickly became one of my favorite games in Roblox. In fact, as of right now, I think it might be like my first #1 favorite game, at least in terms of like the games that have came out recently in Roblox. And speaking of events, the game is currently in its Christmas event phase, which, as you can see in the background of your video, I'm playing their Christmas event to get footage for this video. And it's genuinely pretty fun. I mean, I don't have a lot to say about it. The game is not like particularly difficult or anything, I would say, which I'm not sure if I'm like really qualified to speak on that yet, because I'm still early on into the game. As far as like the mainline levels go, outside of like all the events and everything, I've only actually played like one mainline level and like 2 event levels. So I can't exactly I'm not exactly an expert to speak in this game's difficulty and how hard or easy it may be. But so far it's been like relatively easy, but it has been really fun. It has been, like, I don't know, man, sometimes I just like playing easy games. Like, usually super difficult games, super challenging games are my cup of tea, but I don't know, man, this game just like kind of feels chill, and it's definitely really fun to play when I just want to like waste some time or I don't have a lot to do. And yeah, I don't know, it's just fun, man. The game is like just super well made. I do like the gameplay, I do like the puzzle solving elements of it, and honestly, I just kind of like the game for its chill vibes. You know, usually I like a challenge, as I mentioned before, and I don't know, maybe this game could benefit from having some special challenge mode where you have a certain amount of time to solve the crime, and if you don't, then you automatically lose. But I honestly kind of like the game for being relatively chill, you know? You do have to use your brain, obviously, and stuff like that to solve the crime. But I do like that it's not like super particularly difficult or anything, you know, it doesn't put you on a timer, it doesn't stress you out. I just kind of like playing this game when I want to take a break from my usual super hardcore games that I normally like to play, like BTD6, Robotic Corporation, or whatever else. I feel like this game is also pretty unique for a Roblox game. Like, I don't know if my memory is just blanking or if Roblox is genuinely like this, but I can't remember the last time that I've seen like a detective crime solving type of game that really had me invested, you know. I just genuinely can't remember a single one. I mean, obviously we have like Murder Mystery 2 and like those types of games, where I guess the main goal of the game is to find out who the murderer is and stay the fuck away from them. But I don't think that those games fall into quite the same category as Armless Detective. So I definitely, I think the thing that I appreciate really the most out of everything from the game is just how unique it is. You know, it's a really original idea. I mean, obviously the game does have its inspirations and it doesn't try to hide them too much. But I think the game, like as a game, is just pretty unique for Roblox. You know, I can't remember playing a game like this, like, ever in the past, in my career of playing Roblox. Like, seriously, I mean, this game is not pay to win, it's not trying to, like, shove any ads or game passes in your face. It's genuinely well made, and it's fun to play, you know. It's like we haven't had a game like this in so long in Roblox. You know, every popular game at least that we had has been either pay to win, or it hasn't been well made, or it tried to like sell you on something, and you know, it usually had like some major flaw with it. But like with Armless Detective, it's just genuinely fun to play, you know. Like I like the puzzle solving elements of the game, and I like how all the clues that you get in order to solve a crime are like a little muddy on their description and what exactly they mean. And I like, you know, I like figuring this stuff out. I like figuring out what all the different clues are supposed to be, what they mean, and all that stuff. And like, I don't know, man, I'm kind of starting to repeat myself, but the game is just genuinely fun, and I suggest you guys go check it out if you have the time. But honestly, I feel like I'm kind of starting to yap too much and repeat myself and all that, so I'm just gonna end the video right here and tell you guys to go check the game out, because it's genuinely really cool. It's one of the coolest games that has come out in Roblox recently, and I definitely know that I myself am going to be playing more of it. But go check the game out, have some fun, you know, complete the Christmas event if you want, and that's really all. Have fun, everybody, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.